Ryan Means. I'm the bar manager here at Dirty Habit in San Francisco, and today I'm going to make you a cocktail called the Three Amigos. So the Three Amigos, the reason why I call it that, it has to do with the three types of sherry that are in it. The main ingredient we do 1.5 ounces of is the Tio Pepe Fino and Rama. This is the 2014. The difference between the 2014 and the 2015 is the 14 has way more like green skin fruits rather than more like a briny nuttiness to it. So it plays out really well in the cocktail, as you'll see once I get to make it for you when I'm in New York. Next ingredient is the Almacenista line from Lustau. This is their Palo Cortado. I really like the Palo Cortado. It's one of my favorite categories of sherry because it plays off both drier style and a little bit of sweetness in the back end. Kind of makes it a great middleman. So we do 3/4 ounce in there. Then we do our third sherry, so our third amigo in this cocktail. It's the Gutierrez Colosia Moscatel. So Moscatels are classically sweet. The reason why I love this one is because it brings that really great raisiny quality to the cocktail, along with a lot of like honeysuckle and orange blossom to the back end. And last but not least, our final fortified is Hammer and Tongs Vermouth. This is their L'Afrique, which is their red version of vermouth. We only do 1/4 ounce. It does have a little bit of tannin to it. It literally almost tastes like you're drinking a glass of red wine, but it has some botanicals to it, you know, cinnamon, clove, and allspice, like all your red vermouths, but it's just that bright purple color. We add a few drops of salt tincture to it, which is basically a concentrated salt solution. I add 4 drops, and that's before we're going to throw it. So throwing is a great technique to kind of open up your cocktail, bring out a lot of the aromatics, kind of like you would with, say, a Boron and with a lot of your ciders for bath style ciders. I try not to chill it down too much either, because like with most sherries, you know, your Finos and your Manzanillas, you're really going to want to chill them down. But we have a few that actually just need to be cellar temp. So we only throw it a few times before we're going to strain it into a Nick and Nora. So I like the Nick and Nora because it's great for aperitif, digestif setting, which is kind of why we're making this cocktail. This cocktail is great whether it's before dinner or after. The pairing that I actually like is called pain con tomate, which is basically bread with tomato. And it's really great because this kind of part of the season we're going into, which I'll explain a little bit more. Last but not least, the garnish is going to be some walnut oil, just 2 drops. Walnut oil is going to still help bring out more of those nutty aromatics from the sherry, which make it pair really well with the pain con tomate, which is basically toast. You can rub a little bit of garlic on it and fresh, like super ripe tomatoes. So here in California, we're hitting the tail end of the season. About September is going to be the big, really ripe season. And you just rub that on top of the toast. You can do a little bit of olive oil if you want. So the olive oil is going to play really well with the walnut oil. The tomato is going to play really well with some of the plum notes you'll get out of, you know, the vermouth and the moscatel, and a little bit of nuttiness as well from the Palo Cortado and that bright green apple up front. You can also do dessert with it too. We have what's called a chawanmushi, Asian-inspired dish. It's brown barley ice cream, fresh, ripe, overripe strawberries. Once again, great with the sweet wines. And I think the overripe, like the green apple skin from the Fino, goes really well with the strawberries too. And then you have some black garlic in there too, so sweet and savory, some really great qualities. So that was my cocktail of Three Amigos. Hope you guys enjoy. Cheers.